Hello, welcome to another Mad Hatter Reviews. We're getting to the end of the year. I thought I would do something wildly original, and that is a top figures list, okay? Top 20, actually, only channel that's doing this. Top 20 action figures, and then I want to do some vehicles, okay? So without further ado, let's jump into it, okay? Some of these I kind of have on me, and some of these I put away, but everything on this list is stuff that I have had in my hand, I have taken a look at. I have not been able to do reviews for all of these, but I own them all, and I love them all, okay? And again, this is well, not again, this is the first time I'm saying this, highly subjective, these lists, okay? One man's trash, another man's you-know-what. So you might look at this and be like, Hatter, you're a fucking nutball, okay? Why would this be in your top 20? But here we go. So, number 20, okay? This is the Mithril Berserker. Yes, this is an indie toy, and I do have it right here. This is a independent company, third-party company that did this orc, okay? And he comes with a helmet, and he comes with all this shit. But this is part of their Mithril orc line, which basically it's Warcraft, okay? If you like Warcraft, if you like the aesthetic of Warcraft, these guys nailed it, okay? They're not the only ones that nailed it. There are some other orcs that are really, really great Star Toys, memory toys. I'm going to do kind of like a review at some point of like all the orcs that I have. But this guy I think is my favorite. I think he reminds me of like a orc shaman that I had at some point. But I mean, look at him. He looks amazing. And the independent market, the third-party market, pretty much has claimed Warcraft, okay? I'm going to do a video about that, but that is my number 20, and let's move on to the next one. Number 19 is Ripper from G.I. Joe Classified. There have been a lot of G.I. Joe Classified figures this year. Dozens, if not like close to like 50, okay? I think that they might be spamming them out too much, but this guy, I think, deserves some love because he just came out great. He's got such attitude. I love his glasses. I love his, is that a mohawk? Whatever that's called, the weapon. Just, they really nailed this guy. And if you're a fan of the Dreadnoks, I think this is the best one, okay? I have the Buzzer too. Buzzer I didn't think was as good. I don't think it was, they hit the mark as much. But this Ripper just came out so cool. This dude just looks like a fucking problem, and I love him, okay? I think out of all the G.I. Joe Classifieds that I got this year, Ripper stands out. Ripper is number 19. Number 18 is Alisa Maza from Gargoyles, okay? This figure is so good, I bought her twice. I was actually debating between her and the April O'Neil, the cartoon April O'Neil, which I also love. It was a very, very hard decision, okay? But I think because that April is technically the second April in that line, that I was like, maybe I'll give it to the one that's more, I guess, like original. This is the first time that we do get in Alisa, and she just came out great, okay? It's been on record that I have a problem with the wings in the Gargoyles line. I still have a problem with that. I hope one day I get over that and maybe, you know, they get folded wing packs for everybody. But no wings necessary for Miss Alisa, okay? She's just a beautiful, beautiful figure. And that is why she's my number, what is it? Number 18. Number 17, and I doubled up on this guy too, is the Swarm Horde from Action Force, okay? And this guy was a PowerCon exclusive. This is an amazing, amazing figure, okay? When I saw this guy, just when I saw him previewed, I was like, I have to have him. Action Force, part of the Valaverse, okay? Bobby Vala runs that. If you don't know, you should watch a 3POA because Bobby Vala is on there. And very, very insightful guy about toys. I learned a lot about the toy industry from hearing him talk and watching that podcast. He hosts it there with Analog Toys. And then there's like another guy, I forget his name. But this figure right here is fucking amazing. So you regretted maybe not getting a third because it just looks so good. Just love the shield and the wings and everything on this guy. The paint application, how well you compose them. Just muy perfecto. So that is my number 17, the Swarm Horde. Number 16, check it out. Ballog from Storm Collectibles, okay? I actually wasn't even planning on getting this, okay? I was gifted this by an very, very friendly, amazing supporter of the channel, okay? He actually saw me at Frankenstein's. He said, Hatter, I really like your channel. I wanted to give you this. I was like, okay, great. Thank you very much. I was honored. And then I opened them up. I was like, oh my God, this is an amazing figure, okay? I have not really gone in on any Storm Collectible Street Fighter figures, but this kind of like acted almost like as a gateway drug, where now I kind of look at Storm Collectibles and I go, oh, maybe I get the Zangief, maybe I get the Blanca. It's just so good. It's so well done. He comes with another torso where he's all shirtless, he's all ripped, kind of like me, and he's got all these really cool faces. This one was my favorite, but they did a bang up job on this Balrog. He's sizable. He's just awesome. He's Balrog, okay? Can't wait to see that Blanca that they got, and that is why it earned the, I forgot already, number 16 spot. Number 15, 4 Horsemen action figure, 4 Horsemen, legendary sculptors. This guy just tickled my fancy. I loved him from the moment they previewed him, and he has not let me down, even though I actually paid a markup for him. That is the High Warden Slog, okay? I just love this guy. Every time I look at him, I get happy. You got the little thing that comes off. Look at this face. Look at this punum. Only a mother could love it. Maybe not even a mother. Fun fact, Slog is actually Krang's brother. Okay, I don't know if you knew that. There's a skit about it. But yeah, this guy just has so much presence. He has so much detail. People that come over, they're always like, who's that guy? Okay, and then I go, who are you? How did you get in my house? And then I give him the whole rundown on the High Warden Slog. He's part of the Cosmic Legions line. Honestly, I did not think I would get into that line. I like my Mythic Legions medieval, okay? And I was like, space? Is space going to be a thing now? Outer space kind of stuff? But when I saw this guy, I fell in love. How can you not fall in love with this face? So adorable, so cute, okay? And while he was expensive, I regret nothing. High Warden Slog is number 15. Number 14. Number 14 is another independent company. Independent companies killing it, especially on my list, okay? This is the Minitar Thalis from the Glory for Combatants line, the Cesare line of action figures. They do gladiators, they do gladiator women, and they have expanded to doing creatures and minotaurs. You got Thalis right here. He has a brother. I have him on pre-order, but this guy just looks amazing. He has such presence, okay? He is a big, beefy, angry, amazingly sculpted Minotaur. As soon as I took him out of the package, he just had that presence. He had that something special, that je ne sais quoi, as they say, that just made me fall in love. The detail on this guy, second to none, okay? And if you want a good Minotaur figure, I can't think of one better than this guy right now. He is at the top of the heap. So yeah, he is my number 14 Minotaur. I hope I'm pronouncing the name right. Just gonna go with Thalis. Number 14. Lucky number 13, another independent company. Okay, these guys started as a Kickstarter, and I have been in love with their output ever since. It is the Kali action figure from Spiro Toys, okay? Animal Warriors of the Kingdom is the line right here, and look at this guy. Look how amazing he is. Now, he doesn't come with the throne, but look at him just sitting on that throne, commanding that throne. Kali was one that I just thought this guy stood out so well, but this is one where it's more representative of the whole line. The whole line is awesome. They have monkey warriors, they have cats, they have and they have so much other animal warriors that are coming out. The posability on these guys are great. They feel solid in hand, and I really am happy to kind of like be supporting this line because it's everything I want in Animal Warriors. So Kali gets the number 13 spot. Number 12 spot, this is from a movie that's a little controversial, okay? People like TMNT 1, people like TMNT 2. TMNT 3, not so much, but the figures are great. Bam! This guy right here, who is representative of all his brothers, okay? And I have him right there. The TMNT 3 4-pack from STCC. This also includes how they broke it off into 2 packs at Walmart. But I was not expecting to love these guys as much as I did, but when I saw them, I loved them so much that I went down and bought Mythic Legion horses just to put them on there, okay? The detail on here, the mixed media, everything about these guys is just so iconic. It's so funny. It's like, for a movie that's like not that great, it does have some iconic imagery. If you know me, you know my love for the Turtle Boys, and I had to put these guys on the list because this was an exciting buy. When I got them in hand, I could not wait to open them up, and I love them on the shelf. I love them on the horses. I got Michelangelo looking backwards. It's great. TMNT 3 4-pack, don't get confused, takes the number 12 spot. Number 11 is a 1/6 scale figure, the first 1/6 scale figure on this list, and that is the Mondo X-Men animated Jubilee. And you know what? Sometimes when a figure represents the best version that has ever been made of a character, you have to give it to them, okay? Find me a better Jubilee than this, okay? You can't. Also representative of how well Mondo is approaching the X-Men animated brand, okay? They are making some of the most iconic X-Men animated figures. I know you guys, or most of you guys, have seen that Rogue that they had previewed. That's going to be no different, I bet you. And this Jubilee is I just fell in love with this, okay? I'm not even like the biggest Jubilee fan, but after I saw this with all the stuff that she came with and all the different heads, I'm like, I don't even know which head to use because they're all so good. Just an amazing Jubilee. Find me a better representation of Jubilee. A lot of people now asking, will they make 1/12 scale? I don't know, but she now exists in 1/6 scale. Jubilee is number 11. Now we get into our top 10. Number 10, the Phantom of the Opera, Casey Jones. Isn't that how the song goes? I forget. But this was one that really just stood out in the pack of TMNT / Universal Monsters, okay? I'm a big fan of that line. This one came out around the same time as the Donatello, which I also really like. This one edged them out, though, because it was just so creative. I just love the mask. I love just the poses that you can get this guy in, just the details on his costume. It's one of these also that you really have to see him in hand, okay? Once you hold him, you see all the details there. Sometimes it doesn't come out on camera, or sometimes it just kind of like looks like just like a black wash. This guy's great. My favorite in that TMNT X Universal line. Just another reason to keep on getting this line, as if I needed a reason anyway. Let's face it, I'm a turtle boy at heart. But yeah, number 10 is the Phantom of the Opera, Casey Jones. Number 9 is from the very exciting, ever-growing Jada Toys, and that is Fei Long. Look how awesome this Fei Long is. I'm not even a Fei Long guy, okay? I don't think I ever used it. Well, I probably used them, but I haven't used them more than like a handful of times. But this guy has just such character. He's got such personality, and for the price, it's the 20, 25 bucks, okay? You can't beat that. They are doing an amazing job with the Street Fighter license. I can't wait to get the other ones. I saw them at LA Con. But yeah, Fei Long is the number 9. Number 8 is from a company called Premium DNA, who have the rights to make figures from the Rare license. And this one, oh my God, this one is a knockout. Literally a knockout. It is the Zits action figure from Battletoads, okay? Now, it was a little bit of a toss-up between Zits or Rash, okay? The Rash looks really good as well, but I don't know. I gave Zits the edge just because, like, I don't know. I like his giant fist, okay? Giant fist wins for me. But these guys are just doing amazing things with the Rare license. These Battletoads look great. I'm actually going to do a comprehensive Battletoads review come the new year, but I did want to show you guys this. I did a review of the Zits in his other colors that was a con exclusive. This is like the darker green, but they're all good, okay? If you are a fan of Battletoads, if you opened up a comic book in the 90s, you know what the Battletoads are. These guys are just leaping right off the page and punching you right in the face right there, okay? And that's what you want in an action figure. You want to be punched in the face. So that is why Zits / the Battletoads line gets my number 8. Takes us to number 7, okay? Now, this one I don't have in hand, okay? Hand's so empty because I put this, I bought 2 of her. I put one away and I made the other one a Catwoman, but that is the Marvel Legends Black Widow. Marvel Legends. I can't stop saying Marvel Legends like Dan Who Reviews, but I owe you a nickel, Dan. But this Black Widow figure, just one of the best, not just one of the best representations of Black Widow, but just one of the best figures / female figures of the year. Everything about this It was simple, but just clean. Everything was smooth. The faces, it came with three heads. All of them are good. Okay, I use one for CoverGirl, because the original G.I. Joe classified CoverGirl face is, let's leave it at that. And then she has two other faces, and you can use the other face on the trooper. And so a lot of use you can get out of that figure. She's evergreen, as they say. And I'm not even like a big Marvel Legends guy, as you know, but the Marvel Legends Black Widow definitely deserves some love. Very, very impressive figure, very impressive buck. And yeah, hope to see more in that style. Black Widow, number 7. Number 6 is another Mondo figure, another amazing representation from the X-Men animated line. We have Mr. Sabertooth right here. Oh my Lord, look at this guy. This dude is a beast. He's a behemoth, and probably my favorite sculpt of Sabertooth, okay? Sculpt, the painting, the face, the heads, even this gun is amazing, and he looks just so cool on a shelf. He's just towering over the other X-Men animated line. I can't wait to pair him up with some other baddies. I can't wait for Omega Red. Again, they just really, really killed it in this X-Men animated line. I'm in love with it. You can see that I'm in love with it. I got 2 entries from that line in this top 20, but check it out. Sabertooth, okay? Find me a better Sabertooth. I dare you. Okay, now we are getting into the top 5. This is an action figure from a line that already had a representation on this list, but I gotta mention it again. Number 5 is the Jada Toys Ryu, and I'm counting any Ryu. Evil Ryu, Meat and Potatoes Ryu, the other variant Ryu. All Ryus are good. This figure is sort of become kind of like the flagship of Jada quality. And when I first held him in hand, he was the first Jada Street Fighter toy that I held in hand. And I saw the sculpt and I saw what they were doing. I was like, these guys are going to be a problem. And they are. They did not disappoint. They're going all in. I love the sculpts. I love the price point. I love the roadmap that they got. So Ryu is the number 5. Takes us to number 4. Number 4, another independent company, but they are just making really good stuff. Mine is Fury Planet. The toy is Veteran Williams, okay? If you saw this, if you saw the review, if you saw any review, okay, but you should kind of watch my review, you know this guy's an amazing figure. Basically has 2 incarnations. He's got this kind of trench coat look, and he can also go naked werewolf, and he is just amazing. Everything down to the sculpt, the posability, the paint, everything. He's like next level animal fighter kind of warrior. They take this real seriously. They have their own comic books. That is something that I do like about a lot of these independent companies. They have their own lore. They take it seriously. They make comic books. They make art, and these guys are no different. Fury Planet with the Veteran Williams. Very, very impressive figure. Get your hands on him if you can. That is my number 4. Takes us to our number 3. Number 3. It's technically an army builder, but it is one of the sweetest army builders ever. These guys caught me by surprise. I did not think I would love them as much as I did. I actually ended up buying 4 of them. I might get some more. It is the SNAB Bots from The Last Ronin. The company is NECA, and I just love these guys. These guys are just such cool army builders. The posability you get, the paint, the different heads, and it doesn't just fit with like Ninja Turtles. You can put these with like G.I. Joes. They have a lot of cross-play. The painting on these guys are just great, and very, very surprising from NECA. Not that NECA doesn't do good stuff, but just how crazy, like, posable and, like, fun these guys are. I was just not expecting it, okay? And I love them. I really, really love these. I do kind of want more. I want a whole swarm of SNAB Bots, and I don't really have much connection to the SNAB Bots other than, you know, they were in The Last Ronin. But, yeah, check these guys out. I got them from Best Buy. I think you can still get them, but they are my number 3. Now we are at number 2. My number 2 I thought was going to be my number 1, because when I saw these guys previewed at last year's SDCC, I was like, oh my God, this is blowing my mind. They're still blowing my mind. Number 2 is pretty damn good. They are the Mirage Lawson Style Ninja Turtles. This is the 4-pack, the Mirage 4-pack that I think you can still get. These guys are beautiful. Again, when I first laid eyes on these, I was like, these are going to be like my favorite thing. I doubled up on them. I got one that is being painted as customs just because I love these so much. I love the sculpt. I love the paint. I love that they have their other Mirage style turtles, but they're now doing so well with this line that they are doing like different styles of turtles. Okay, that just shows you how healthy the turtle fan base is, and these guys are no different. They're fun, they're big, they're meaty, they're the Ninja Turtles. Okay, I love them. They are my number 2 top 20 of the year, and my number 1 figure of the year. And it was a hard deliberation. I knew that this guy was going to land somewhere on the list, but the more I kept thinking about him, the more I liked him. This is the second figure on this line from the same company. The company is Maestro Union. The line is Fury Planet. This is Blade Master Wang. Okay, if you know, you know. All right, you just know. And if you don't know, check him out. He's got beautiful paint. He's got beautiful sculpt. He has amazing articulation. The articulation surprised me when you took off the armor. You could do crazy stuff with this guy. He had everything I wanted in like an animal fighter figure. Reminded me of games like, Bloody Roar, games like that. Just really took it up a notch in terms of what you can do with like a realistic take on like animal warriors, and I love this guy. So much personality. He's got so many different looks. His box with the blades in it is just so cool, and it's just so detailed. He's just really a work of art. Everybody on this list is a work of art, but I had to pick a number 1. It is Blade Master Wang. That is my numero uno. All right, and now let's close it off with some vehicles and then just some other things. So top 5 vehicles. Okay, I don't have any of these in hand. They're somewhere and they're just too big. Okay, well, this 5th one is not too big. I'm going to go with the Televiper, aka the G.I. Joe Trouble Bubble. Not the Python Patrol one. Never buy that. I'm talking about the regular one. This thing is awesome. Okay, this thing, just as I held it in hand, just brought me back to being like a little kid with the little Trouble Bubble, and they did a great job, as G.I. Joe Classified tends to do. Number 4, thought this would be higher, but it's still a good vehicle, is the NECA Turtle van, the party wagon, okay? I still think this has a ton of nostalgia. It's a great looking van, okay? I think the problem is that the Underground Arsenal kind of like tainted me a little bit, and by the way, the Super 7 van never came in, so I can't rank it this year, but I still have love for this TMNT van, even with the issues that I had with it. So the party wagon is number 4. Number 3, I can't believe I'm saying this. I got to give it to him. The McFarland Batmobile, the 89 Batmobile. I know it's just a 1-seater. Okay, I know it's technically supposed to be a 2-seater, but by the way, I'm talking about the matte version, the matte black version, not that glossy one that came out. The matte version. I mean, it's just great for the price of the sculpt, how well it's put together. It's a great Batman 89 Batmobile. It looks great on the shelf. And if there was any other thing I would add, maybe LED lights. But for the price, I just think it's pretty damn good. I can't believe it's on the list. McFarland Toys on the list with the Batman 89. And then my top 2, okay? By the way, everything on this list, if you're even on this list, it's a great thing, okay? Because it's an honor. I mean, can you imagine you're a toy maker and you're on my list? I mean, you've made it in life. But the top 2, I deliberated for a while, but then it just kind of, I was like, no, I have to do it. Number 2 might be a little controversial. People might say this is not a vehicle. In my eyes, this is a vehicle. I have to give it to the Mondo Battle Cat. The Mondo Battle Cat is amazing, okay? If you haven't seen it, you gotta see it up close. Even in pictures, it is just a work of art. The faces are amazing. It's one of these things where the faces are so good, it's hard to decide which is the face that you're going to use, okay? And if it was not considered a vehicle, it would definitely be in my top 20 of figures, okay? But it is my number 2 vehicle. Again, it's a work of art. And that's it. That's all I can say. Number 1, I think, is not going to be a surprise to anybody, but I'm just going to say it. The G.I. Joe Classified His Tank. That's it. That's number 1. And by the way, I'm also going to have to give it Toy of the Year. Toy of the Year, a.k.a. number 1 vehicle, the His Tank. it's just got so much. There's so much playability when you mess around with it. It just makes you feel like a kid. It comes with figures. It comes with lights. It comes with a different sequence in the lights. The treads are rubber and they move. And oh my God, it's such a beautiful vehicle. It makes me sad I didn't double up on it. Maybe someday when I make some real cha-ching. But that Hiss Tank. Beautiful. Again, #1 vehicle, toy of the year. In terms of company of the year, I got to give it to Jada Toys. I just think they're doing amazing stuff. I think they are very, very clear in terms of the roadmap that they have. They're keeping their prices low, but the quality high. I don't know how they're doing it, but other companies should look at that and be like, we should try to emulate that, because it just you just feel like they know where they're going. The Mega Man figures are awesome. The Street Fighter figures are amazing. I just hope that they continue in that path with great quality, good pricing. That's what toys are all about, okay? I know we have a lot of toys here that are expensive, okay? My #1 was like that Wang was $100 figure. I don't want to get into a world where that just becomes the norm. So I do appreciate a company that's doing what they can within the price point they can. And that's it. That's the top 20 figures, top 5 vehicles. I'm going to do a live tomorrow, Mega J and Mr. Home Arcade. I'll give you some info about that. And then I'll probably do another live where I'm going to give away some stuff and do some Patreon giveaways, okay? And you're going to like the giveaways because they have to do with Ninja Turtles. So join the Patreon, by the way, in the link in my description. And I might have one more review in me before we go to 2024. So that's it. What a year for figures. What a year for vehicles. What a year for toys. I hope the next year, I hope we get some good stuff. Hope we can get past some of the gloom and doom with toy companies and layoffs and all that, okay? I don't like seeing that. Even if, like, you are not a buyer for that company, that's never a good thing. So hopefully toys can kind of, like, uptick again and we can get good stuff and we can keep getting great stuff, because this is a great hobby. This is a great community. I love it, okay? I grew up on this. This is my lifeblood, okay? You want me to cut my wrist open? You can see just the toys in my blood. So that's it. Top list, very, very original. Comment, subscribe, drop me a like. See you next time. Bye-bye.